Urban Artificial Intelligence Strategic Thinking Media Platform. I want to have a conversation about Jim Jones, Nas. We're gonna talk about Jadakiss too, all right, in this episode. Now, Jim Jones went viral. He's been going viral a lot lately. He went viral recently for comparing himself to Nas. Now, before I get into this, y'all, let me say this, because I know what I'm gonna say is probably not what the majority think. But my opinion, Jim Jones is not that far away from Nas when you talk about influence. All right, when you talk about influence, I'm not here to compare their skills as rappers. I think that's where a lot of people took this conversation. And I want to remind y'all, that's not where this conversation started. That's not where this conversation started. The conversation was never really about rapping ability. All right, when we think about the first clip that went viral, the young dude from Atlanta on the podcast, they were speaking about Jim Jones and Nas. And one of the guys said, I don't even know any Nas songs. That was the part that went viral. All right. So their skill as rappers was never really in question. I think once people heard Jim Jones say he felt he was more relevant than Nas, people turned it into who is the better rapper. All right. Get in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Am I saying Jim Jones is a better rapper than Nas? No, I'm not saying that. I listen to Jim Jones more than Nas, but I'm not necessarily saying Jim Jones is a better rapper than Nas. But I want y'all to get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about the relevancy argument. We can have that hip hop argument if y'all want to have that. Get in the comments and we can have it. And I'll make another video. But I'm talking about influence, all right? Just the influence. I gotta go with Jim Jones. I gotta go with Jim Jones. And I understand why Jim is mad. I get it. He went on, was it Angie Martinez, I think, and he said he was trolling or whatever the case may be. Um, and it is a little bit of troll action to it. Don't get me wrong. It is a little bit of troll energy there. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Jim wants his flowers. When there's conversations like this and people are acting like he's just supposed to bow down and lick Nas boots, that was never gonna happen. And I can tell a lot of y'all don't really know the history because they don't like each other. The Diplomats and Nas beef for a long time. I'm pretty sure it's over now, and I'm not saying that they don't like each other now, but they was enemies at one point. I even heard somebody go as so I think it was Wayno go so far as to say I really mean it was a Nas diss. Now I don't agree with that. I don't think I really mean it was a Nas diss. I really mean it is about way more stuff than Nas. But at the end of the song, Jim Jones does say, "And to that nigga, we gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna bury you." He said Nasir, and he said, "I'm not gonna say your last name because it's mine." All right, so Nasir Jones is Nas. So he did take shots at Nas at the end of I Really Mean It, but I really mean it is not a Nas diss. The point that I'm making is these dudes was enemies, man. So a lot of y'all, and I'm seeing some younger people who like Nas, they kind of feel this way too. For y'all to say, or for y'all to think Jim Jones should just bow down to Nas and just be like in awe of Nas, no, no. He's dissed him multiple times. Nas done dissed the Diplomats. So they don't have a relationship like that. They don't have a relationship like how Jim Jones got a relationship with Jada and the rest of the Locks and Fat Joe. And his relationship with Nas is not like that. All right. So for people expecting Jim Jones to kind of just tuck his tail between his legs and not pop his shit, y'all, that let me know y'all really don't know the backstory of that relationship. All right. Now, I don't agree with all of the things that Jim Jones said, but I'm gonna tell y'all another reason why Jim Jones stay heated. Or a reason why he stay heated. When we speak about these artists that we put in the same breath with Jim, these guys, respectfully, we have to go back years to hear the songs that they have that was popping. Jim got popping songs now. Jim got popping songs now. I get it. Every 19 and 20-year-old ain't singing Jim Jones' new songs. We get that. But there is a young demographic to that music. There are young people who like that music. And I think that, that kind of irritates Jim Jones because in one instance, he understands Nas the legend. All these other people who he was comparing himself to, Styles P, when they had that conversation, it was the same type of angle for Jim Jones. Like, listen, I get it. Styles P is a legend. Jada's a legend. All them dudes is legends, but they're not making better music than me right now. I'm still making the best music out of all the people that he talked about or that he spoke about. Besides Pusha T is making better music than Jim Jones right now. But besides Pusha T, Jim is making better music than all of them. Every single one of them. Cam, Mace, all of them. Jada, and we're going to talk about his new joint that dropped. He dropped a joint called M80 where it sounded like he took shots at Jim. When I went on Reddit and I talked to people about this on Reddit, they said it was reaching. I don't think so. It's the first bar of the song. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. But we gonna touch on that, and we also gonna speak on why the timing of this record, for Jadakiss. But get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about the relevance, the influence, because I remember when I was coming up and the Diplomats was on kind of a meteoric rise. People definitely considered the Diplomats cooler than Nas. I'm just trying to bring y'all back to the time. A lot of people thought later Nas was boring. That's what people thought. Now when he got on the dope beat, when he got If I Rule the World, Got Yourself a Gun, One Mic, Uchi Wally, he knocking stuff like that out the park. We know that. It's a wrap for shit like that. But if my memory serves me correct, and y'all get in the comments if I'm wrong, and I consider myself very knowledgeable about hip hop, look at my channel. It ain't where it need to be, but it's getting to where it's going. Tell me what y'all think. Everybody, no, I never heard niggas say they wanted to dress like Nas. I'm just being honest. And we talking about influence, y'all. We got to remember where the conversation started. The conversation started with influence. How it got changed to Jim Jones being a better rapper than Nas, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. And I don't know a lot of people who would agree with that. I don't know if Jim would agree with that. But I know this. And Jim said he was trolling and I'm a camera guy, I'm a showman. When the camera come on, that's when I, whatever. And that's a fact. All that is facts. But at the end of the day, Jim wants his flowers for how long his career has spanned. Nas' last projects, King's Disease, I don't think King Disease 2 is better than At the Church Steps. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Maybe y'all got different hip hop taste than me. Get in the comments and let me know. Was King Disease 2 better than At the Church Steps? I don't think so. And King's Disease 2 is a good album. I don't even know if it's better than King's Disease 1, but neither of them are better than At the Church Steps in my opinion. But before I get out of here, go check out Jadakiss M80 and let me know what y'all think. I think he was talking to Jim, and I think that Jadakiss understands the angle that Jim Jones is popping his shit. He's popping his shit because he can say, I got my new music is popping. My new music is popping. Nas can't say that. Kids can't say that at the moment. Styles P can't say that at the moment. He can say, nigga, I put out an album a couple of weeks ago that if you go in the club, you might hear a couple joints. Is that why Kiss reemerged? He got many businesses. He got the new podcast with Fat Joe. It's looking like it's doing pretty good. Why get on that? Why get on that type of timing now, Kiss? That's what I want to know. Because I would love to see a couple of friendly jabs between Jadakiss and Jim Jones. I'm here for that, man. Y'all get in the comments and let me know, what was M80 really about? Just those first 2 bars. That was about Jim, in my opinion, man. That was about Jim, in my opinion. Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.